Hey everybody, I'm back with a how-to book. What do I mean by how-to book? I mean how to make something. Today we're going to learn how to make slime. And yes, we have a ton of how-to books in the library. We have cookbooks, we have how to draw horses, we have origami books like how to make origami, we have how to make puppets. We have a ton of how-to books and I love them. It shows you how to do it. It tells you how to do it. So if you want to know how to make slime, and I know a lot of you could tell me how to make slime, I'm not going to make it today. I'm going to let you listen to this and you can make it. And if you need to press pause, you can go do that to see if you have the ingredients that it takes to make it. But on our front cover, it says how to make slime, and the person that wrote it is Lori Shores. By the way, our how-to books are in the nonfiction books because it gives us information. And then there's the back, and it just kind of tells you a little bit more about what you're going to be reading about, and then your spine with your title and your call number. That tells me where it goes on the shelf. I open the book up, and we don't want to miss a thing, do we? We see our title page, how to make slime, and we have our table of contents that tells us what we're going to be reading about and what page it's on. Now, it's kind of cool that we're going to know how to make slime, but we're actually going to kind of know, well, how does this all work? How does this work? So this is kind of cool to find out how it works too. Here we go, getting started. What's runny like glue, but also hard like rubber? Slime. It feels like a solid and a liquid at the same time. Here's what you need: a dish, food coloring, 1 cup of cornstarch, a spoon, and a half a cup of water. Okay, you can press pause if you want to make this right now. Go see if you have this at home. If you don't, that's not a big deal. You can make it another time. You can write down the things your mom needs to get from the grocery store. But not a big deal. Go see if you have it, and you can make this as we go. Making slime. Put half a cup of water in a large dish and a few drops of green food coloring. Now, you don't have to have green. It can be any color. So she puts her water in and her food coloring, okay? That's what you need to do. Dish, pour your water in, food coloring. I like how Mom's there kind of helping out. Add 1 cup of cornstarch, a little at a time. Stir the mixture well with a spoon. Okay, notice she's not pouring the whole cup in there. She's just doing a little dab, and she's going to stir it around a little dab more until she's poured it all in, and she's stirring it gently with a spoon. Now, the slime should tear when stirred quickly. Now, if it doesn't tear, you need to add a little more cornstarch, 1 spoon at a time. So if it doesn't tear like here, it's tearing, that's great. That's what you want it to do. If it's not, it says just a little spoon at a time of cornstarch until you get to that consistency. Gently rest your hand on top of the slime. Okay, so once you make it, this is just something fun you can do. Just rest your hand on it like she's doing. She's smiling because it feels cool. And then quickly slap the surface of the slime. So you can slap it and see what it sounds like. It makes a funny sound. And of course, it says what happened. And you can answer that question if you're doing that right now. Then you can try making a slime ball. Push on it as you roll it in your hand. So as you're rolling, you can push on it. And then what happens when you let it go? And it just went flat. She's pretty amazed right there, isn't she? She's like, wow. How does it work? Okay, so for all of you who want to know, how does this all work? How does it make slime? Well, this will tell us. Water and cornstarch don't mix completely. The slime is mostly tightly packed bits of cornstarch. The water flows around those bits. When your hand moves slowly through the slime, the cornstarch moves around. The water flows and the slime seems like a liquid. So that's why it seems like a liquid. When you slap the slime, the cornstarch doesn't have time to move. The water can't flow and the slime feels like a solid. Well, that's why. That's the science behind it. That's cool. Now, that's all you need to know about how to make slime, and then how we understand how it works. Now, at the back of the book, there's a glossary. Remember, glossaries are those words you might not know the meaning to. So anytime there's a word you don't know, go to that back of the book at the glossary, and it can help you understand what you're reading better. And then we have read more and some internet sites. if you're interested in that. And then in the very back, there's some critical thinking questions. It's great to read those questions and go back and find the answers. And then you have your index. Now, index is just like your index finger. If I say, look over there, you know which way, right? If I say, look over there and I don't point, you don't know. See, your index finger makes it quicker, right? So if I said, look over there, you know which way to look. Well, your index in the back of the book is the same way. It gets you there quick. It's like your index finger. So in other words, it says ball, 14. Guess what? Turn to page 14 and you'll see a ball. Let's see if that's true. 14, ball. I don't have to go back, boys and girls, and look at each page. There's the ball, just like it said. So you know what? The index is a great, great tool in the back of your nonfiction book to get you back to something you want to show your parents or show your friends or just reread and get you there quick. So don't forget, this is your index finger, your pointing finger. It will get you there quick, just like the index in the back of your book. Isn't that cool? Okay, boys and girls, another great book. I hope you liked it. I hope you're able to make some slime, and just know we have a ton of more of how-to books in the library. I'll see you next time.